So this is a video of some mostly random pictures that I've saved. I lost a lot because I've moved around so much, and always seems to be every time I moved my location I lost something or other. But this still is quite a comprehensive, pretty full collection of memories of the time that I've supported Liverpool, going back to Shank's time. Yes, I am a veteran, as they might kindly say. I could start singing, "Let me tell you a story of a poor boy sent far away from his home," but it was my choice to travel, and I left. First time when I was about 19, and I was already travelling around Europe when I was 21. But that's a story for my blog. I'll put a link, possibly, if I can get this uploaded properly. I'll put a link on the YouTube, I guess. It's too big for anything else. Which is annoying. Because YouTube probably will find some way to block something or other on this. Pictures. Of course, there's one I'm just actually looking at right now is from the time when not so long ago, was it 2019, before the extreme BS took the world by its throat and choked the social life. 4-0. I actually felt that for me it wasn't such a big surprise, because I've been involved in so many comebacks in my time, going back to when I was at Wolves, and the last game of the 76 season, when I think extra 10,000 or so were in the stadium because we got the fence was knocked down. Half the cop was there in the gangways, around the pitch, everywhere, all over the place. I think, 10,000, maybe 20,000 extra people in that stadium. Anyway, and that was, we were 1-0 down to Kindon, I think, that 15 minutes before the end of the game, and still managed to come back and win 3-1. Goals from Tosh, Ray Kennedy, the very underrated midfielder, and of course Kevin Keegan, for those who don't know who Kevin is. Ray Kevin. Some nice pictures already on this video. I like it. I've tried to, I did my best to collect pictures which have some either significance or like an insight, emotional, the feeling of being a true Red supporter. Don't confuse us with fans. Terry McDermott smashing that fantastic move, 7-0 against Spurs. When everyone was rating Spurs, we just battered them out of sight. Keita with the number 8 shirt. There's a subject I didn't like to discuss at length. I think it was a mistake. Put too much pressure on the lad. Living up to Stevie's shirt was maybe not a good move. The great team, 77, 78, 79, are my favourite team, and I think arguably the best ever. Won two times European champions. I think we won the league every season or something. Ray Kennedy at the semis in Bayern. Ray Kennedy very much underrated. Kenny when we won the last proper league championship. Before the Yankers and the commercial guys ruined the league with the plastic Premier League. Now it's all about money and everything. Even the kickoff of the games is now affected by television. How supporters allowed this to happen, I don't know. Well, like montage there. There's a great Kevin and Kenny. Yeah, we all thought that when Kevin went, it would be difficult. But then Kenny comes in and becomes even a better player, arguably. And of course the great Stevie and Kara, the fighter. Dudek with his miracle night in Istanbul. Craig Bellamy when we won. I was in Barcelona when we won 2-1 there with goals from Craig and John Arnorisa, who the two of them had a bus stop apparently in the hotel the night before. Yes, Fernando Torres scoring a goal at Villa, and of course there you go, Carrot Top, super sub. Fairclough scoring the winner against St Etienne. Ginny, one of my favourites, and really wrong to let him go. Trent, we get our kicks from number 6. Great to win at Chelsea. Oh, I hate Chelsea almost as much as the Manx. Bobby getting up. And that great free kick from Trent. Smack. Hate them Chelsea people. Oh, Robbo. He's got it, hasn't he? Ginny. And the two boys. I mean, the assists, what is 30 or something a season? Assists from coming out from those two boys. They're not fullbacks, lads. Come on, get the fuck. They can't call them fullbacks. They're wing halves, in my opinion. Wing halves. You can't call them fullbacks. Yeah, Kells. I'd like to see Kells give them more chances in the goal. I know Alisson's a world-class keeper, but I don't think he's that much. There's a big line of difference. And Fab, when he scored that great goal against City, celebrating by looking at his watch, it's about time. He scored a few recently. Nice. And Robbo, who chased everyone across the park that night against City. Like to see Bobby celebrating in Origi. I mean, what's wrong with people having a go at Origi? He's still a valuable player for this club. Oh, and that fantastic goal from Mo. How he managed to get that in, I don't know. Through the eye of a needle. Yeah, you can smile, lad. Yeah, you're much more important than shake your money. Bobby. So again, fans don't, they write players off as soon as they're close to 30, or if they don't score a net full of goals. They don't see it's a team game and what it gives to the team. Class, it's class player. Sort of role that Kenny used to have, really similar, very similar. No one used to have a go at Kenny for not scoring. Oh, that's a nice moment when Mo scored against the Manx, and Alisson Becker came all the way to celebrate up front. Big Virgin, BVD. That's when the Chirivella was a player I would have liked to have seen kept on. Curtis, nice to see a local lad doing well. Until recently with his injuries. A couple of stupid injuries. But he needs to get himself back into it. Mo. I mean, again, these fannies who when players have a dip in form and they don't score, they start writing them off, and I don't know. I wish they'd go and support someone else. Really, Well, they don't support. That's the point, isn't it? Yeah, Carrot Top. Just going to come on for Tosh. Teams. Yeah. Aquilani, who's really had a bad time. Possibly that could have been the difference between him and Rafa staying. He gave them a chance. We should have got to the UEFA final that year. Ivy, another one, might have been given a few more chances. Stevie getting applauded by Maureen. That's nice pick. And the lads up. And I really like to see them going to Alder Hey every year. And I hope they continue that and don't get affected by the bullshit of the so-called pandemic. It's great for the kids, and I think it does the players no harm at all to bring them down. They're all celebrities now, living in mansions and so on. They need to get in touch with, shall we say, real life. And kids with sickness, that's a hard thing to take. Get a bit choked up. So it looks like he's just come off the street. Yeah, it's a nice one. Okay. Oh, Canada's a girl. I bet he had all the chat with her. Stevie. Yeah. And Louis Garcia, the phantom goal, as Maureen called it. Got us that winner in the semi. Oh, Alonso, class player. People have a go at Rafa about him leaving, but the season before he had a shit season. The season before he left. And he was struggling to get back. He got back to it, but of course Rafa had to sell, to buy all the time. He was under pressure from the idiots in the boardroom. People don't just, people say how great Klopp is, but Klopp has never had to put up with the shit that Rafa had to. And Alan Evans, my hero when I was a kid, great player, until he got slashed in a nightclub. Really affected the lad, of course. Remember him scoring a hat-trick against Bandis, Craig, doing a celebration at Barca. That was the Barca team that we whacked that night. I mean, it was great being in Barcelona, beating the Barca when they were at the height of their success. And we had a great time in Barcelona, although I did foul up my leg trying to jump a canal. But he's celebrating. Millie, what a pro that guy is. Oh, and that celebration by Kenny at Arsenal when he's got a cracker with his left foot, put it in the top bin, a la Mo. It was like Mo and Kenny had the same skills. Yeah, another team. More recent picture with boys in yellow. Wish they won't keep. Well, of course they rip off the fans every summer with a new 3 sets. I mean, how can a working class they don't go to Liverpool anymore. A working class supporter pay for 3 new kits for his kids every summer? It stinks. Why have they got to have a new kit every season? There's no. I remember that nice orange kit when we battered. Oh, 1 second. This is Sadio Mane, my man, scoring at Bayern. What a great goal that was, and that one by Virgil when he gets up, smacks it into the bottom corner. Of course, I think Mane gets an assist from Mo late on to make it 3-1. Mane, when for me, Mane is the best forward when he's on it, because he's so strong in both feet and in the air. That's the team when we won a friendly cup in Bayern. Stevie on the bench. Johnson scoring overhead. And Rafa's a great guy. I met him and George Best. That's the only non-Liverpool player featured. And there he is, carried up, putting a Senetian goal away, and there's the arsehole, Arshavin. Yeah, scored 4 and ruined that season when we should have won the league in 2009. Bobby, his pirate, Bob. And Phil Boersma, the boot room, when Kenny was manager. Louis celebrating. And Mo, I think, scored a hat-trick at Bournemouth. Yeah, Lucas with his kids and that arsehole Phil. Oh, Mash. What a great player, Mash. Oh, I tell you. And bye-bye Village. How many times did he get sent off against us? 3? What, 3 or 4? Cali. Oh, that's some nice ones there. Together with Ginny. Ginny, when he did go forward and he connects, really classy. And Jamie. Cara. Character. Don't always agree with him as a pundit, but always like to listen to him. And celebrating with, of course, Diane getting on them. Arbeloa. I'm surprised Arbeloa didn't break someone's neck, because he always used to jump over the top of everyone and get in the act. Whenever Liverpool scored during his time there, a very classy defender. But I remember he put Messi in his pocket when we played them in Barcelona. And Gog scoring the second against the Manx. And Pepe did what Alisson copied later on, ran the whole length of the pitch to celebrate with him. Kenny, when we won the last league, the proper football league. 1990, yeah. Cisse, another player that I think could have got more time. Had 2 terrible injuries, of course. Oh, and their miracle final in Istanbul. Yep, it's Hendo with number 6, and then world champions. Didn't used to bother about it much before, but it was nice that in this season to win everything. And Connor Cody, the Scouser, who should have been kept. Peter Cormack, another very much underrated midfielder. And my Emlyn, crazy horse, my favourite player when I was a kid. I used to pretend, I put the number 6 shirt on when I played and pretend I was Emlyn. I did that quite, I wasn't that young when I did it, also later on. Daniel Agger, loved the player, loved the man. A real passion player, and loved the club and played for the shed. Gave everything. Loved the fans. Another classy player. Could have, had he not had a few bad injuries, well, I think could have been the best ever defender. And my God, could he hit that ball? He scored a couple of fantastic shots from distance against West Ham. And yeah, that's a nice statement from Danny. Dagger. Lovren scoring against Dortmund. Oh, did he scoring in Istanbul? Dick, who gave everything. Another player who gave everything when he played. Not perhaps the most skillful player, but the work rate was incredible. And very loyal to Liverpool. He said he would never go to United. And there's Origi when he scored that goal against Everton. And again, the hero against Barca. Or going back to the days when Henchos played in defence. And Dos Santos scored that fourth goal against United and Madrid. Torres. Okay. Emlyn. Signing of Emlyn by Shanks. Shanks told someone, the police, when they stopped him, that this was the next England captain. This is the England captain. He said, well, he will be. And he was. The only one to actually lift 2 European Champions trophies. 77, 78. Great captain. Didn't always agree with him because he was a bit of a royalist off the field. But he was my man on the field. He was Shanks on the field. Funny, isn't it? The ultimate captain on the field. Yeah. He was awesome. Oh, that goal at 69 when he got above Hurst, and put it in, sort of bonded it over the line. How he got that was a great game. We won 3-0 at Goodison when they were champions, and the 84 in Rome. Yep, that was Rome, 77. Ray Kennedy. What a shame, and what a disgrace that the club let him get into poverty and sell his meadows and stuff. Liverpool have always been a rich club, still are, always were, relatively rich. Should have looked after Ray Kennedy and not let that happen. Yep, the 3 boys still going strong. And Ox, yeah, Ox, another player, has been unlucky. I think and Fabio really scoring that free kick at Max. The third one, which were like, and there's the arsehole. Collection of arseholes. We've Rooney did too. And Fab smacked that one in against City. There's silly Moreno. What's it with these guys who have to get in on the act? Torres at Villa won. We won with a last minute kick. Finnan, another underrated player. Bobby. Great goals at Arsenal. Bobby scored some great goals. With the eye. Some nice pictures. And the no-look scoring. Cheeky Watson. Yeah, the orange kit, I really like that. Orange, toxic orange. And we did well. It's Phil Neal, who won, I think, the most trophies. Fowler taking the P with the and there's Neville. Exactly. Yeah, Johnson. And there's Louis, where he came with the Athletic and in the street. Oh, that's the goal against Juve. And Gary Ablett. Oh, sad. And Gerrard. Steve Gerrard. Go pass the ball for Gerrard. Yeah, great player. I mean, really, and I think he's going to do well. Coaching, I think he's not at the best of times at Villa. Did very well at Rangers, of course. Oh, I should have won league, but hey, Stevie, the plastic league don't count. So, the Yanks got his name wrong on the shirt. The Yanks. Oh dear. Ginny and AB. You really love scoring. Oh, that game against Barca. Ginny, come on. Second half. It's classy player. Enjoyed his success. Johnson. His first signing, Klopp signed Greach. Didn't really give him much of a chance after that, though, in my opinion. Right, Babel. Oh, and Alan Hansen, the classy player. I haven't got any picture of him playing. Oh, this is the Hillsborough Memorial. I was there 20 years, at the 20 years. When we all stood up, shouted down the politicians. Stand up for the 96. Now 97, of course. As usual. Oh, Howard Gale in the semis at Bayern. Celebrating, lads. On the youth team when they beat Arsenal. And celebrating. Good to see them celebrating. Teams. Oh, lots of teams. We had some great teams. And there's, look, Raheem Sterling before he sold himself to City. Millie, Captain Millie. He deserves more than a hand. There's Jack Robertson. Kenny gave a chance to. 3 that are gone. 3 more that are gone. But, yeah, this is a memory from Inter. Istanbul. Cisse with Istanbul trophy. And John Alarisa when he scored that free kick against the Manx. And there's Mascherano and there's Jimmy Case. Hard men and a fantastically hard shot. And Joe, my favourite current centre back. They're not centre halves. Hello, pundits and fans. They're not centre halves. They're centre backs. They play back. They're the only ones that actually play back. Johnson again. Curtis. Good on the ball, Curtis. And Pepe. Funny lad. Great character. Should have got more acclaim. And this was, in my opinion, a mistake, giving Naby Keita the number 8. Yeah. Roy Hodgson was one of the worst things that ever happened to Liverpool Football Club, apart from John Henry and Fenway gets a candy team. Kenny with the cup. Kenny with his trophy. I think the European Player of the Year. I think. Kenny and Rafa. Did things were going well before they forced Rafa out? They had a good setup with Kenny and Rafa and McFarland and Rodolfo, who's now at City. Oh, those times when Torres and was with Stevie and that was dangerous. They had that season 09, just a few extra games where one or the other was injured. Just lost us a few points. I think we just lost 2 games that season. Cost us an arsehole. And celebrating. Sammy Lee, another loyal servant. I like Mane. This is when I had to go by train to Madrid because of some environmental problem. You can go by air. Robbo is another one. He's got it. He's a Liverpool player. Went out and scoring against City 1-0. When Pep came to defend, it didn't work. Bobby. Van Dijk, captain for the night in Champions League. Our emblem, our bird. Oh, my first team, really. My second team, but the best, in my opinion. The 77, 78, 79. Crown Paints, they were attacking. Yeah, this is when the Spice Boys were already there. Studge, against the man. Studge was a great player. Yeah, and see, the sponsorship for me was the beginning of the end when they started having someone else's name on the front of the shirts. Well, it's wrong. The only name that should be, or the biggest name on the shirt should be Liverpool. Anything else should be smaller than that. Yeah, then Fenway got rid of all those players at the same time. It's the Latin kids. Yeah, I crossed out Hodgson because he should never have been there. Yeah, should do as well. Bob's team, the League Cup, we won it 3 years running, I think. And then Stevie with the League Cup in 2012. Yeah, Mo. And Shaq, I think, yeah. Oh, Bobby, when he went right through the Arsenal defence, just put them all on their ass and put it in the net. And Mo. And celebrating. European champions again. Oh, I think that was Arthur scoring against Real Madrid, the 4-0 game. Yeah, Rafa's better than you, Jurgen. Sorry, mate. Despite the recent problems of his coaching history, it's never seemed. I think him going from Liverpool was, for me, a tragic mistake for both Rafa and the club. Oh, and yeah, fun of 4-0. I was one of the only people around who said, "Wow, still on it." Well, we've done well in Barca, and why not? Anything's possible. Everything is possible. I mean, remember Istanbul? I mean, no one gave us a chance. Ginny and Barry, heroes. Oh, what a great header that was as well. And he didn't like just simple, a side foot into the net. Mane, of course. Mo would just never give up a shit. That's nice, and these two. Louis, who's lost it, and Origi, who was the hero from nowhere. The laid back hero who really seems to be surprised by everything he does. And that fourth goal, Trent. So that team will be without Bobby and Mo. Goals. No one would believe it. But I did. I always did. I always believe we can win these games. Oh, Messi underneath the result. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Messi. 4-0. No. Ox. Hope you get another good chance in Trent. classy. He's become a very classy player now. And Curtis scoring the winner against Everton, put it in the top bin. Millies, after he scored against Leicester. And back when we beat Bayern in the Super Cup. Yeah. Mane. Yeah. You are a champion, so that's okay. More than Mane scoring against Chelsea. He's good. We said it's good. Sometimes a bit loose, but it's always likely to get on the end of a corner or a free kick or a cross. Like Bobby does as well. Not even Mark did. Scored a few with his head. He doesn't score so many with his head these days. But he's sort of dribbling in. And it looks like I come to a stall here at the moment. So maybe I should just let you just look at the pictures. Later on there's a lot of Stevie, Mo, Mane. There's towards the end of the video there's a lot of excuse me, there's a lot of pictures of the various teams over the years. Can't remember what else we got. Yeah, I think my computer's just put me back right to the beginning again. Let's have a look and see what else would be on it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, just amuse yourself by the time. Yeah, we got the picture of Stevie kissing the camera. The most favourite one was the winning in 2009, winning at Old Trafford. I've been to Madrid when we played them. Over 2 legs we won with Benayoun scoring in Madrid. I did the stadium tour, and I asked because they had these videos running with their various European trophy final wins running, and I said to the guy, he said, "Have you got the 81 final?" I said, "I don't know. It's not on there." I said, maybe it's because Liverpool beat you then. I didn't think kindly that. Yeah, players like Maka. There's nice pictures, dressing room pictures, more dressing room pictures, nice stuff. There's Cara sorting out Neville. Mandea. With the Liverpool shirt on. More Machano. We're not racist, we only hate Manx. And Maureen, of course. There's some lovely ones of celebrating, of course. There's also Lallana when we won 5-4 at Norwich. Pepe with his celebration when we beat the Manx. Some nice pictures of Pepe. I really love Pepe. He's a great player. Lots of Rafa. Don't forget, he also won the cup, the FA Cup with Rafa. There was lots of people trying to keep him at Liverpool. He was much loved. I went to a great didn't actually gave up my match ticket so that I could get. I went to see him give a presentation on insight into his tactics and that from the Istanbul final, what he did at half time and so on. It was very interesting. I wrote to the Cop magazine and to Red and White. Red and White Cop. Rock got the wrong people. Those the idiots that are now at the Anfield Wrap. Another place they got the wrong people in it. To support Rafa. I went to a meeting and then I was pretty much disgusted the way the people were failing to back him when he was having all this pressure from the Yanks. I tell you, if they hadn't forced him out, we would have won the league and the the European Champions Trophy 2 or 3 times. I think he was halfway through a 10-year contract when they forced him out in 2010-11. And they took that idiot Hudson in. Amazing, can you imagine? And of course that clueless. It was a fraud. The sale of Liverpool by Moores was a fraud. If you and I did it, they'd put us in prison. What they did. For me, it was null and void. Should have been challenged legally. Of course, time has passed now, so that may be a problem. But I'd like to get them out, and that's the aim, to get the Yankers out. The Sharks, they wanted to do. They people are so stupid, they just don't get it. How evil these people are. USA itself, the whole thing, the pollution, the military build-up, the murder of civilians all over the world in the name of God bless American capitalism. Stinks to high heaven. And how do you think these guys got their money? Hedge funds. They rip people off legally. Legally, in as much as no one actually challenges them legally. Well, if you want to write to me and challenge my opinions, you're welcome to. Chris at ursun.net. That's CHRIS, the internet @ URSUN.net. Be happy to have a discussion and exchange of ideas with anyone who disagrees with me. Robbie Fowler scoring that screamer past the original Schmeichel at Old Trafford when the fuss was about, what's his name, Cantona coming back. Fowler scored 2 great goals. The first one was a screamer, which I don't think Schmeichel even saw. And the second one, he just nudged Neville out of the way and dinked like a golf shot over the top of Schmeichel into the net. I mean, the class of that. Those 2 goals were fantastic. Yeah. Roger, gentleman, great goal scorer, great workhorse too. I mean, that sounds negative, workhorse, but he worked his socks off for Liverpool, Roger Hunt, and very much underrated. Scored lots of goals. Shame that Shanks didn't join the club earlier, because I think he would have been, yeah, he would have scored even more. I mean, he's been a record goal scorer, but he would have scored even more. There's another one picture of, I think one of the Graziani or whatever, putting the ball over the top in Istanbul when it came to penalties. Ronnie Rosenthal, by the way, is featured. But if you know him, he's got less hair these days. But there's some nice pictures going back. Ian St John, and football was worth watching on TV. Ian St John and Greasy both there have passed. Both have left the planet. Used to do this show, Saint and Greasy, on. I used to do like a preview, I think, and then on a Saturday, and then do the highlights show on a Sunday. Good pair about there. Of course, Greasy being a Cockney and St John with his sort of Scottish mentality were great fun and knowledgeable too. By the way, an aside, a sort of my wife Jackie, I was married 12 years to, unfortunately left this planet in 2005 through cancer. Her maiden name was Greaves. She was a distant cousin of Jimmy. Not a lot of people know that. More with some fans. Sammy. I was there when Sammy left. It very emotional. The last game. And then all the lads got around him, held him up on the shoulders. I think Pepe had him on the shoulders, and they all applauded him. And I think 10 years, one of the first foreign players to spend a long time with the club. And the Scots, Souness, Kenny and Alan Hansen. Three, it is a spine to build on. Of course, it's a nice picture of Stevie putting Beckham up in the air, sliding, sticking him up in the air. There's some nice pictures of Stevie, I think. All sorts of pics of Stevie. And Shanks, of course. My man, my mentor. Between him and John Lennon, they taught me the most important things in life. I didn't always in my life follow everything that I should have done, and I learned from them. But Shankly lives forever in my heart, in my mind, in the way I think about life. And who knows, if I ever do what? Well, if I haven't done it already, have I not done enough? Skittle, Terminator Skittle, another underrated defender. I mean, people really give him a lot of stick. When after Hodgson, I mean, at the time Hodgson was coach, so-called coach. Anyway, Souness, there's a man. Oh, it took a lot of stick because of the Scum article when Souness was in hospital. He made an error in giving a report to these guys, but for me was a great captain. I'm an inspiration. I mean, dominated. I mean, Stevie all round, probably the best midfielder I've ever seen. All round, he could do everything: defend, attack, shoot from distance. Souness, the extra of Souness was that he could put his foot on the ball and just control the game, right? Just dictate the game, and he was tough. Was he tough? And when he was at Galatasaray, they won the cup at Fenerbahce. He got he got the flag, Galatasaray flag, and planted it in the centre circle. If you have a bit, well, you can work out why. I think that's great. Yeah, lots of nice pictures of Stevie and the Super Cup final, the World Club final, and as I say, probably I've tried to, yeah, so I mean, it was struggling to cope with the number of pictures that the system that I used for making this video was struggling. So excuse me. I hope you get some enjoyment from this, and yeah. I can only say thanks, Shanks and John Lennon, for being the phenomenon at the time when I was a kid that really got me into the combination of football and music, which for me is part of being a supporter. We sing, we chant, and so as I said, the video was frozen, so I can't really do much more narration. I could sing to you, but what song? I mean, I can tell you, I can recite You'll Never Walk Alone. And for me, that with hope in your heart, you'll never walk alone it has to be sung with feeling, not just trotted out at the beginning and end of each game. When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sun and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain. Though your dreams be tossed and blown, walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. Let me tell you the story of a poor boy who was sent far away from his home to fight for his king and his country, and also the old folks back home. So they put him in a higher division island, sent him off to a far foreign land, where the flies swarmed around in their thousands, and nothing to see but the sand. The battle had started next morning, under the Libyan sun. I remember the poor Scouser Tommy, he was shot by an old Nazi gun. And he lay on his On the battlefield, dying, 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 blood rushing out of his head. As he lay on the battlefield, dying, 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 these are the last words he said. Oh, I am a Liverpool Conference Cup. Excuse me. Spying Cup. I like to sing, I like to shout. Come quite a lot. Support the team that wears red. Team that you all know. Team that we call Liverpool. To glory we will go. We've won the league. We've won the cup. Been to Europe too. Beat the Toffees for a laugh. And left and feeling blue. I won't do the Rush thing again. Sort of addendum. My favourite one. Well, I liked when I was most recent times when Rafa's team was like dominating Europe, winning everywhere in Barca and Madrid and Milan and Marseille. There's some great songs. The Stevie song, Sorry's Bounce, the best midfield in the world. Momo Sissoko, Xabi Alonso, Gerard Mascherano. But my favourite overtime was is which I very rarely hear since. Alive a bird upon my chest. Your man knows Shankly's best. A team that plays the Liverpool way and wins the championship in May. Alive a bird upon my chest. Your man knows Shankly's best. A team that plays the Liverpool way and wins the league and cup in May. Okay, depends. Anyway, look, I haven't had much time, so hope my narrative and singing didn't disturb your enjoyment of the pics. May you never walk alone, so have hope in your heart. May your good go with you.